Alpana, I am live right now on our Facebook group, and this is a live stream where I'm going to be showing you using the VideoExpress AI application how you can create these next generation futuristic AI faceless videos. Okay, now real quick, what do you mean by faceless videos? This is the future. This is 2024 and beyond. This is what's going to happen. This is what's trending right now, and this is what's getting traffic and stuff. I'll show you some stats and stuff as well. But what do we mean by these faceless videos, right? So let me show you an example right now.
Stories. One fragrance captures the essence of elegance, a scent designed for the woman who writes her own destiny. Introducing vintage perfumes, the fragrance that celebrates every facet of her strength and femininity. Crafted for the moments that matter, from sunlit mornings to evenings under the stars. Each note a whisper, a memory, a dream caught in the breeze. This is more than a perfume, it's a journey, a declaration of beauty and power that lingers. Embrace your story, embrace vintage perfumes. Discover the essence of elegance.
Pretty cool, right? Now let me show you this in vertical format. I'll show you some other examples as well. I'll show you how to exactly create these types of videos today.
Essence of elegance, a scent designed for the woman who writes her own destiny. Introducing vintage perfumes, the fragrance that celebrates every facet of her strength and femininity. Crafted for the moments that matter, from sunlit mornings to evenings under the stars. Each note a whisper, a memory, a dream caught in the breeze. This is more than a perfume, it's a journey, a declaration of beauty and power that lingers. Embrace your story, embrace vintage perfumes. Discover the essence of elegance.
Amazing, right? Now, let me show you a couple of other examples. So, created in just a few minutes actually, and then I'll walk you through. And this is one with like a supplement brand, and you can create stories and other stuff as well. This is more like a commercial marketing oriented stuff. Let's talk about this one right here, and then I'll show you how to create them.
Fuel your mission to the stars. Fast Supplements here, bringing the power of the cosmos right to your doorstep. Crafted for astronauts, perfected for you. Our supplements are designed to boost your energy, enhance your focus, and keep you going, no matter where your adventures take you. With cutting-edge science and the purest ingredients, Fast Supplements are your ally in conquering the day, or the galaxy. Whether you're lifting at the gym, coding the next big app, or just chasing after your dreams, we've got your back. So are you ready to blast off to peak performance? Grab Fast Supplements now and let's reach for the stars together. Fast Supplements, fuel your journey.
Pretty cool, right? So basically you see some components here, right? First of all of this was done through text prompts. So there was no, basically researching done. There was no, if you will, getting an animator to animate stuff. There was literally no, if you will, external applications other than VideoExpress to do the whole thing, including the captions and all that kind of stuff. Now, the thing is, right, if you think about it, I'll show you a couple other ones as well here. If I can. You can do it even like a conspiracy style videos. They're also doing really well. Let me show you this one.
Ancient marvels that have stood the test of time. The pyramids aren't just tombs, they're time capsules, whispering secrets from the past. But how much do you really know about these architectural wonders? Beyond Egypt's borders, over 1,000 pyramids dot the earth, from the heart of Mexico to the far reaches of Indonesia. Yet, the Great Pyramid of Giza holds mysteries that baffle even today's scientists. Constructed over 4,500 years ago, the Great Pyramid was the tallest man-made structure for over 3,800 years. Imagine, it was built with such precision that our current technology struggles to replicate it. Here's a mind-blowing fact. The Great Pyramid is aligned with true north with an accuracy of 3/60th of a degree. And it's not just a pile of rocks, it's a puzzle of engineering marvels, with blocks weighing as much as 80 tons. Inside, the king's chamber's granite beams, sourced from 500 miles away, have baffled experts. How did the ancient Egyptians transport such massive stones without the wheel? Legends say it was through ingenuity and might, leveraging the Nile's floods and an army of workers and animals. Yet, some enthusiasts whisper of lost technologies or even extraterrestrial help. But perhaps the most astonishing fact? The pyramids were originally white, covered in polished limestone, reflecting the sun's rays, making them shine like jewels across the desert. These age-old structures continue to challenge our understanding of history, engineering, and the very limits of human capability. The pyramids, Not just tombs, but a testament to humanity's unyielding pursuit of immortality. The history of pyramids, a story of marvel, mystery, and mankind's eternal legacy. Dive deeper into the secrets of the past. Discover, explore, imagine. What other mysteries await us? The journey is just
Pretty cool, right? Now, this one, if you see, there's not much animation within, let's say, the characters and stuff like that, because you can set the motion level, okay? So you can say, I
beginning.
want the motion to be too much, too little, stuff like that, okay? So you have different ways to basically animate it and stuff like that. So I'm seeing some comments here. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for getting in. Yeah, so basically just a question that normally comes in is like, they're like, let me just mute this thing real quick. So one of the questions that comes in is basically, okay, we just went live. Is it slowing it down for everybody? No. So we have over 200 servers right now taking in all your generations, your video rendering and all that kind of stuff. We have the infrastructure ready. I'm spending insane amount of money on it, close to 50,000 bucks a month, US dollars, by the way. So, you don't have to worry about scalability and if it'll work for you or not. Just go at it, start creating and having fun. Now, just a quick point that I wanted to mention here as well, because a lot of people ask me this question is, so these are different types of videos. I'll show you one other example video type so that you understand. This was actually created by a user and they sent it to me. And it's not perfect, but they literally created on the first try, which is ridiculous if you think about it. First try. Not really awesome, I would say, but first try is pretty commendable. Watch this one.
There lived a young girl named Maya. She was known for her beautiful singing voice, which brought joy to everyone who heard it. One day, a greedy music producer from the city came to the village and offered Maya a chance to become famous. "Sign this contract, and you'll be a star," he said, waving a piece of paper in front of her. Without reading it, Maya signed the contract, blinded by the promise of fame. As she began her new life in the city, Maya quickly realized that the producer had tricked her. The contract bound her to sing only for him, and he took most of her earnings. She was trapped, and her once joyful singing became a burden. One day, Maya's best friend from the village, Ravi, visited her. He noticed her sadness and asked what was wrong. When Maya told him about the contract, Ravi decided to help her. He sought legal advice, and together they found a way to break the contract. Maya was finally free, and she returned to her village. She continued to sing, but this time, she did it for the love of music and the joy it brought to others. Her fame grew, not because of a greedy producer, but because of her passion and talent. The moral of the story: true success comes from following your passion and staying true to yourself. Be cautious of shortcuts, and never compromise your values for the sake of.
Pretty cool, right? So I just cut it a little bit off here. Now there's a question that came in, so I'm just going to tell you, we have a free trial. So where do I get my free copy? Well, you can get a free trial. We're doing it for a limited time. That's going to be removed very soon because of the servers
Fame
that
or
is required
fortune.
and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to mention this part real quick. Now, so basically, yeah, you can get it on that link that you see there. So now let's walk you through something here real quick. So I'm gonna show you something so you folks can basically walk you through the process of how to create these videos. Because see, this is a good one. This is a good question. I've been following you for a long time. So we've been pioneers of videos. That's where the Video Express comes. Actually, this is something I'm going to be giving away to some folks as well. So like these hats right here, pretty cool, right? I have actually this one is straight, I hope. All right. So basically, so you have these hats and you have hoodies and stuff like that as well. Anyway, the point is, we've been in pioneers of the video space for so long now, so we know what works, what doesn't work. We've experimented with it and stuff. I'll show you some case studies as well in just a second. So the cool thing is that let me actually show you this one as well. And April, thank you so much, by the way, appreciate you. That's good. I've done landscape though. Yeah, so you can do both versions. You can do portrait and landscape. Facebook doesn't do a good job in these live streams like this, where it doesn't show like landscape or portrait videos or vertical videos properly, right? It's pretty known issue, by the way. All right, so let me see here. All right, so just a couple of quick points here that I wanted to mention here as well, folks. So basically, I want to actually show you like a quick demo of the application as well, so that you can see it in real time, how powerful it is, and how you can do the workflow. Okay, because I want you to zoom in and see it for yourself. So actually, let me do that right now, so you folks can see it. Now, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about some key points in the demo itself, so that you folks can actually understand how to replicate the process and that sort of thing, right? Because oftentimes what happens is that people kind of get confused on it right there, right? So basically, that's the basic idea. All right. So basically, the other thing that I want to mention here real quick is make sure that you follow along with what I'm going to be sharing with you. Okay, so I'll give you some yeah, some exciting stuff that's coming up. Yeah, thank you so much for this message as well. Appreciate ya as well. All right, so one thing I wanted to mention here real quick while we are here is basically just watch this cool video. Okay, so it's gonna be awesome. And again, just pay attention to what's happening because this is gonna be really fun today. What I'm gonna be showing you and all that kind of good stuff. All right, so all right, so some people, can you hear me okay? Let me know in the chat box if you can hear me okay, because I think there's some technical issues here. All right, I still see people saying they can hear me okay now. All right, cool. All right, so perfect. All right, so basically some technical issues, right? All right, so basically what I wanted to kind of show you here real quick is basically if you look at these videos, right? One thing is kind of, okay, perfect. You can hear me okay. All right, so one thing you'll notice is that if I show you the application itself, let's actually share my screen here real quick. All right, cool. So basically, if you see the screen, if I can share it. All right, cool. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk you through the application right now, and I want to show you a couple of cool things that are exciting, okay? And basically, is once you see it, it'll blow you away, right? Now, so basically, actually, what it's saying is, just give me a sec, okay? I'll come back in here. There's like some technical issues that are happening here, basically. All right, anyway, so you guys, if you haven't gotten already, go to that link right now, and then you can join in basically through that link. I just want to mention a few points here real quick, okay? So one of the best ways to use applications like this is understanding the true potential of them, okay? And the way I've learned over the years to understand the potential of things is basically effectively using them to get results, okay? So let me actually leave here and join back in. Just give me a sec. All right, here you go. I'm back. All right, so what happened was my browser was acting up. See, live streaming issues, right? You know what I mean? All right. So, all right. So, all right. So there's a slight delay. You should be better now, Jay. Can you see? Should it be good now? Right? Let me know. Let me know. And by the way, in the meantime, though, what I wanted to show you is a quick demo so you can see it in real time, and then I'll show you how to create the projects that are in the demo itself. Okay, it's gonna be pretty fun. All right, so one thing is, again, just pay attention to the key element here of the video itself, okay? So then you'll go into the details. So I'll show you how, let me actually, let's do this right now. See, hey, when you're live, anything goes, okay? So let me walk you through this stuff and right now, and then we'll walk you through this process. So, okay, let me share my screen right now, and then I'll go from there. All right, so let's see here. All right, excellent. All right, so let's talk about this video in a nutshell, right? So I'll show you this stuff right now, and then you'll see. Okay, Ascent is designed for, you see that right there, right? So every word is getting highlighted. So how do we create this, okay? So first of all, if you haven't already, we have two options right there. So I'm gonna, you can either get the whole bundle for VideoExpress, or you can actually get the free trial. Free trial is a little bit more expensive because you got to pay 2 payments and stuff like that, which I'll get to in just a bit. Okay. Anyway, So you can just go to, for now, go to just VideoExpress.io/ where you decide which one's worth it for you, okay? So I'll put that link there for now. Okay, so anyway, so you can go to that link right now if you want to. All right, so now in the application, if you see, and by the way, I'm seeing all your comments too right now. I'll pick some winners. I'll pick one winner from the comment section actually, because every day I'm going to be announcing new winners as well. All right, so if you go into the application, right? So check this out. You can create your AI videos just by writing prompts, okay? Now, I'm gonna do something cool. You see how I put this prompts in right here? Now, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be creating a PDF as well as like a guidance system. So that way, what happens is if you click on one button in the application, which is we're working on, probably gonna be ready probably in a day or two, where you click on one button, all my best prompts will be added into those styles. So for example, in this human style, what's my best prompts for different styles, right? You click a button, it's gonna show up, then you just have to type in a few things and you get a perfect result every time, right? Because I've been using this application for almost a year now, so I know, meaning it's not a year old, it's mean I've been testing it and building it for the last year. So I know the ins and outs of it. So that's going to be up soon. I just wanted you folks to use your own creativity for the first day or two to understand where the issues are, instead of just copying me, so to speak, right? But that's going to be there. So why did I write this and stuff? I'll explain that as well. Okay. Oh, you created your first video? Awesome. It was so easy to use, right? Like fun too. Like it's so addictive actually. Right here. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Jay, yeah, this is so exciting. I know. All right, so let's go to the next step here. So if you see here, I'm gonna be selecting, as you can see here, and I'm gonna be generating the image preview. So what we do, okay, just so you folks know, is that what we're effectively doing here is when you create a prompt, right? Behind the scenes, we can create the video automatically, but we want to generate the preview frame for you to look at, okay? Otherwise, what's going to happen, the preview frame takes like a few seconds. Like we did test for like 8 to 10 seconds most of the time. And even when there is other times, it should be 5 seconds. So your first frame of the video will show as a preview within 5 seconds. It's easier. So you're like, I don't like this one. I don't want my video to be like this, right? This format or whatever. You can decide no, yes, whatever, right? So that's why we built that. So the image preview is the first frame. And then when you like it, you can then create your video scenes. Does that make sense? Because that's gonna take about, right now it's taking 40 to 65, 70 seconds. Okay, so 40 seconds to 70 seconds to create your video scene. I'll explain what I mean by video scene in just a second. All right. So so basically that's the workflow, right? So now basically, as you can see here, it's going to take about this part to generate the scene in terms of the first frame. It's going to generate about 8 to 10 seconds, even in peak usage, okay? Because we have like 200 servers running. In non-peak usage, it should be 5 seconds to 6 seconds, okay? Now you can reuse her or anybody. This could be objects, this could be people. In this case, I put, image type is human, right? So obviously, because image type is human right now, you can actually reuse the human. And I'll also talk about face swap. You can also do face swap, okay? All right, so let me show you that as well in just a second. It's fun, like there's so many stuff. All right, so this will give you the preview of the lighting style, how you want your video to be effectively. That's why we did the preview frame. A lot of people don't do this because, at the end of the day, you want the result to be good. You want to make sure you test it once. Otherwise, with this, you only have to wait for like 5 to 8 seconds as opposed to waiting for like 40 to 65 some seconds. So depending on what you're using. The human one takes about 60 plus seconds. The 3D, 2D and stuff, probably like 40 seconds or so. Okay. Anyway, that's rough guidance, right? So when you see the frame within a few seconds, like, I like it. Okay, now what you could do, what we created, you'll see this, right? So you can now reuse this and create a consistent story, right? With the same character. It can be same plant, same tree, same rabbit, same monkey, same ambience. Let's say, for example, you're talking about furniture, you want to focus in on, stuff like that, right? It focuses in. So there you go. Same girl, same clothing style, same lighting style, right? You see that? Okay, so that basically allows you to keep that within it, right? One of the worst things, okay, that a video can have is one looks like 3D, one looks like realistic, one looks surreal, one looks like cyberpunk, right? So you see that lighting, consistent throughout, right? When I put female model doing yoga, you see this right here? Let me type that in here. Okay. All right. See this? Beautiful female holding a vintage perfume in her hands. Okay. So now you see, again, lighting style matches, her clothing style matches, right? So when somebody's watching a video, it doesn't have that uncanny, abrupt, jump cut kind of feel to it. It looks like a beautifully done video. And Hollywood does this actually. You'll notice it, right? The actors come in and they shoot different scenes in different days, but it looks like it's part of that same day because of that scene structure, right? The lighting and everything. Same thing is done here. So once you're done, let me actually remove this so you can see it much clearer, right? So now what happens is that you can now put the scenes together in the timeline like so, okay? So when you do that, it gives you more flexibilities, right? So now here you could add text effects, you could add filters, you could add zoom in pan effects, you know, all that in the timeline, right? And we also instituted some cool features here and we're only gonna make it better. So now let's add text to speech, okay? So what I'm gonna do actually on the text to speech front is I'm gonna give you my best voices, right? I'm gonna give you a list of them. Some are great, some not so good, some amazing, right? Like 11 laps level quality, which we added. So the Sarah is one of them, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna put Sarah excited, or you can put Sarah terrified or whatever, cheerful, right? So I'm just gonna paste a script and I'm gonna walk you through over the next live stream. So I'm gonna know how I'm coming up with the script, how it takes me a couple of clicks to create it and all that. So anyway, the script is about 30 seconds long. I pasted, I dragged and dropped this into the timeline here like so, and you can put the background music in as well. So now let's talk about this, okay, so far, just so that you understand what I'm doing here. So what happens, right? In the actual application, we are creating scenes, okay? A prompt creates a scene. So basically how that works is like, for instance, if you think about it, one prompt will allow you to create a scene of about 3 seconds long or so, okay? Now, in the next couple of days or so, or in just a few days from now, once you got a hang of it, we're gonna be enabling a feature in the application, which I'm gonna talk about, just one of the bonuses for you folks for getting in during this special period of time, limited time when we go live as a founding member. We're gonna allow you for the first time ever to allow you to create a scene to be as long as 7 seconds long. Now, just to be clear, the whole video can be a minute, 2 minutes, whatever, right? 1 minute is good because it allows you to create those Instagram Reels, Shorts, which are doing really well right now, TikTok style videos, right? But you can create longer length videos, like think of it like a movie, right? But you can create scenes, like you see in my timeline here, there's probably like 11 scenes, right? So you can create with ours, which is the only technology in the planet, which is why I'm going to be releasing it slowly because I want you folks to use it properly and understand the true power of it. See, people don't understand how hard it is to achieve what I'm talking about right now, okay? Because to do 7 seconds, Runway ML and some of the other platforms out there cannot do, and they've had hundreds of millions of dollars they've raised in venture capital. So we actually have to use a lot of nifty strategies. So I want you to appreciate how difficult it is. So that's why I'm going to be releasing in a couple of days and show you exactly how to use it, because it works in some cases really, really well. Some cases depends, as long as you use the right prompts and right actual settings in the application. That's why I'm going to release that in the next few days because my training is going to be very important for that to get the best results. Cool. All right. So now, Jay was asking, is this software mainly used for shorts? Not really. You can create longer length videos with this, but right now, if you want to get traffic, leads, and sales, the best type of videos right now to get fast traffic are these 1 minute long, just about over 1 minute or around that range, doing really, really well. Because what's happening is Mr. Beast and all these other YouTubers, they're now spending like $300,000 and stuff like that for one video. Big budget, right? So it's very difficult to compete on that 8 to 10 minute video length level unless you spend a lot of money on big budgets. It's just a fact. I want to be honest with you, right? You need facts. I got to give you the facts. It's because unfortunately what's happening is on the 8 to 10 minute video to engage that person throughout, right? You need big budget, do a lot of, shoots and stuff. But AI technology over the next few months will get there. It's just going to take time with innovation and stuff. Even we are working on a lot of innovations there, but it's going to take time, okay? Just understand that. Somebody has to give you the facts. I'm trying to give it to you. You might not like it, but it's the way it is because you're trying to compete with people who are spending $100,000, $500,000 bucks to create big budget videos. much harder. YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels and stuff, so easy. I'll show you an example of this video where we tried something. I'm going to show you, give away that strategy as well to you folks. It's just blowing us away, okay? I'll get to that in just a sec, okay? But let's look at the timeline, because I'm going to show you the stats of this video where we used something unique, a secret strategy nobody else is using right now, and it's just ridiculous for the strategy I'm going to be showing you. Now, that's just one of them, but I want to talk to you about how powerful something like this can be if you use your brain a little bit, use my strategies, of course, and of course, also use your creativity as well, okay? All right, so anyway, so here, as you can see here, we could add filters and stuff like that, but we added something called fast cut transitions. So what this does, this fast cut transitions, what this will do is you can checkbox this and tell it what, if you will, track, right, you want to apply. So what this does is it creates amazing transitions for every scene that looks incredible, right? It captivates people's attention because it keeps changing the scene animation after the scene is done, and it does it automatically. And we're going to be adding a few more of these over the next few days. So it pops the, it really captures attention, right? Now, if you see carefully, the actual captions also make the video. This is why I was trying to tell you why this stuff is so powerful, is that as a package, when you put the captions together, they do really well as shorts and also 1 minute, and also for ads, really well for ads. Now, for longer length videos, you don't need captions, right? That's why we do it, but then you need a bigger budget, right? So you see that motion level there, you can tweak that in your video creation process, okay? So when you put like a prompt, right? Let's say astronaut gracefully surfing the waves or whatever it might be, and then you can do the extend prompt thing. You don't have to, because we put some magic behind the scenes where you don't even have to put like the extend prompt thing. It'll generate good quality all the time. And that's why I don't even put negative prompts here, as you can see. And then you can generate. So there you go. On its own, the astronaut is doing that here. But you see here where it says create video. So this is how you can create like that consistent video scenes, which look the same throughout. Okay. So that way it looks like a nice, beautiful movie. Here's an example of a timeline of mine I just opened that creates a video like this one, right? Do you see the transitions there? Boom, 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 moving up, moving back, moving up. This is that fast cuts. It does it automatically. You don't have to do anything at all. It's all automatic. So if you see there, see the motion level animations, all that done is all is automatic, but you can tweak a little bit of it, okay? And pretty powerful. But that transition level, we'll be adding more of them, okay? Because we're just working on finalizing a few of them. The thing is that we first test it in our own business with our animators, and then we bring it into the application, whatever is doing really well. So now here, if you see in the image type, when you put 3D and then you put multiple choices between it, cinematic, 3D model, and all that kind of stuff. So what this is basically we have for specific use cases, specific algorithms behind the scenes, okay? This is what's gonna set us apart from, say, an OpenAI Sora when it releases or whatever, because what's happening is we're fine-tuning it for specific people, specific use cases, right? So for example, you want to create a business ad. What we are doing behind the scenes is we're putting some magic behind the scenes to get that best output every single time without you having to be a master prompting expert or something, okay? All right, so anyway, so when you give it, right, let's say you want to do the cartoon mouse surfing the winds or whatever, you can basically, you see that it generates the thing, and then you can click generate video. It's going to generate the first frame, and then after that, it will actually do the other part, okay? So now, what I wanted to kind of show you here real quick is basically in the application, the magic that's happening, okay? So let me kind of share the screen if I could here. All right, let me actually add that in. All right, so you see the magic, right? So it's so powerful, right? And if you really use it the right way, yeah, it's extraordinarily powerful. All right. So let's click share here. All right, cool. So as you can see here, if I can, yeah, there we go. So this is the application. What I wanted to kind of show you is if you see here, actually, let me get my pen here. All right, cool. All right, so if you see the application here, so you got the timeline. I want to walk you through this. So you got the timeline, which shows the live preview, which is very powerful. So if I play this, actually, let me mute the audios here. So I'll just mute the audio so that it doesn't reverberate. But anyway, you can play it and you can see it in real time before you hit export video, okay? So meaning if you applied fast cuts, then you'll see how it looks like, right? Then if you see, for example, filters, it'll show you how that looks like. If you do text animations, it's going to show you in real time how that looks like, right? Very important because you want to know how this thing will look like, right? And then after this, if you want to add captions, you just go in and hit the automatic captions thing and it'll do that part next, right? So when you're generating it, you can actually adjust the levels of this motion level. So how you would do it is you just go in the prompt level, and it's going to give you an option called motion level. And then in that motion level, you can say have a higher motion, lower motion, and also medium motion. So sometimes what happens is you have too much movement. It might look weird for some cases. When you have no movement, it might look too static. So you got the choices to do so. That basically occurs exactly when you click on this create from prompt, and then when you do this here, that's where it's gonna show up. So let's say, for example, if I say let's say, for example, say 3D, and if I say cinematic, and if I try to generate like a 3D cinematic feel to it, right? And then you do that, it'll show that. So same way in human or whatever it might be. Okay, does that make sense? So we're going to be having a public gallery option so that you can basically play along and walk along with us, right? And I wanted to kind of show you. Let me actually open up this prompt here that I used for this so you can copy it as well. So anyway, so if you go in here and you paste this prompt, and this is the basic thing that I was trying to, I'll teach you, I'll give you the PDF for it, but I just wanted to show you as an example, right? Anyway, so let's say, for example, if you say beautiful model with long black hair, right? Holding a vintage perfume, let's say, okay? This other stuff, we'll handle it behind the scenes. All right. That's what I'm going to be training you the next couple of days. I want to see what people are creating with the application first before we get there. All right. So basically, you don't even need to extend prompt. If you just wrote it, then you can do it. But anyway, so generate image preview. So that's going to generate us with that same type of lighting and stuff like that that I mentioned to you earlier, right? So when you do this, right, this is what I was trying to explain to you. There we go, in real time, generate. So those people, you know, I know who you are, who say, oh, you know, when USS went live, can the servers handle it? This is your proof, okay? Because we have like 200 servers behind the scenes. Anyways, so if you see here carefully, she had like a second thing right here. So this happens, it's because of the no negative prompts thing. So how we did our system is that you want to create the image first and add the stuff you don't want in the image. Does that make sense? So you could say duplicate multiple, right? You add that one thing, I don't want it. And then if you generate it the second time around, now, and you have to click on this reuse the same character because you want the same girl, right? Then you can do that. So you can do the same thing, right? Model, instead of saying vintage, you can say doing yoga, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? So you can say beautiful model doing yoga, right? And then reuse. And then you hear, there you go, the face swap option, which is available for all of you folks, by the way. Face swap option opens up, right? So this is where you can, if you want, put your face here or your client's face here, and it's going to swap it and make that video with that client's face. Nobody has done it. We've done it. All right. So one thing I want to mention here, so let's just do this right now real quick. Now, so basically while it's generating, you saw that there was this option called motion level, right? So that motion level is basically where you want to do a lot of motion, less motion, and that sort of thing, okay? And we're gonna be putting a tooltip, I think, tonight on that, where it tells you, yeah, there we go. Same girl doing the yoga thing, or whatever it might be, and then you can do that. So here, if you want to add, you see this motion level here, you can, this is how you decide how you want your motion level to be. So in the video, if you want high motion, low motion, the thing is that because of the way we are using like the same system that ChatGPT and some of the things used to generate these videos in AI. So sometimes what happens is for some frames, when you generate it, if you put too much high motion, maybe too much movement, which is good for 3D and cartoon because the frame rate is high. For something realistic like this, sometimes may not be. You can, but you get the choice to play around with it, right? And that's what I meant by motion speed, okay? And then you see this forward facing person, this one right here. This, if you select, so this one is perfect for that. it's going to remove any blemishes or anything like that in the face when it's generating the video. So what happens sometimes when you have too much movements, some parts of the face might be blurred out or some part might not be perfect. So it's gonna fix that. So if you check this, that's what it does for humans. It only activates when you put image type or frame type as a human. So if you click that, it'll perfect it, right? And then when you click create video, that's when it's going to generate that, if you will, that scene for you. And then you can continue on and on and on doing other things. So you can play around with it accordingly, right? So that's the basic idea. It's so powerful, right? If you can imagine. Now, what I kind of wanted to tell you though, is if you liked one video that you created, you can also do face swap of that. So what happens is, let me close this to you. So let's say you like this video, right? This particular girl, you want her to be there. So what you could do, she will be saved in your media library automatically when you generate a video out of it. So if you go to media library and you say my images, so she'll be here, right? Automatically. So all this, she'll be here. Let's say here. You can face swap her into all the future generations, because what happens, right, is with these AI videos, it's so difficult to replicate the same one if you come back 6 months later, right? So you can reuse her for future generations by using her as the face swap. That's another reason why we have it. It's not just for you to put your face on it, but also to reuse somebody you liked, some model that was created and stuff like that, and reuse and recreate that. So let's say a client, you created a video, or even a video got viral yours, you want to reuse that person, you can do that. So that means here, this is what I would use for the face swap option. Does that make sense? So that's the basic idea, okay? So that way, if next time around I want to recreate the same stylistic video, same girl throughout, then I can do more videos with her, even if I come back 6 months later or whatever it might be, right? So that's the basic idea. Got it? All right. Now, what I wanted to kind of show you here is we thought through all this stuff, and what we're adding now is going to be even better. Like this is probably like 10% of the potential of this application, because we're still doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. It's just gonna blow everybody away. Nobody's even thought about this stuff other than us, because of the fact that we've been working on it for so long. It's just that OpenAI introduced Sora just recently. Everybody's like, oh, cool, but we've been working way before that as well on this technology. Anyway, now what I wanted to kind of show you is this strategy where you see this fast cuts, right? I didn't mention this before. So when you click on this, you see how it says track 1, track 2, track 3. So where is our video here? So simple, right? Our video is track number 2 here, right? So what this will do is it will add that dynamic transitions. We're going to add more of these, by the way. We're testing them, as I told you. So if I say track number 2, apply this, you see that it selected this track automatically. So what it will do now is it's going to add that fast transitions between scenes, okay? I recommend you to generate the video to see it in real time, because the preview doesn't do justice for that fast transitions. It doesn't do that well. So just export the video, you'll see it. Like it's just gonna zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out within the scenes, much better. You can export it and you'll test it out. All right, now the other thing is, obviously you have filters, you can zoom in, you have the camera pan abilities, and also obviously you have other features here like text to speech. Now for text to speech, a lot of people always ask me what are the best voices. So I'm going to be building a list for you folks soon of the ones which I've used that are good, because everybody has an opinion, right? But personally for me, I like Sarah. Personally for me, I like there's one called Zeta. ZITA or ZITA, depending on who you are. This one I like. So there's some other ones. I'll give you a list of ones, and then in our live trainings and stuff like that, I'll give you, so that you can use it. I like Zeta personally, and there's other ones as well, obviously, right? Depending on the scenario. So you use it, these gonna come out really good. Just make sure that if you want to increase the speed slightly, like 1.1 if it is for our social media, it just it reduces the length of the pauses. Okay, hope that is clear. Okay. That is basically one cool thing, right? And so the other thing that I wanted to mention here is basically if at any point, let's say you want to in-paint a video that you created within the application, we recommend to in-paint the video created with the application, because our algorithms are trained and fine-tuned for that, not for any other video that you get from somewhere else. But you can upload any video, like let's say for example, I wanted to change some elements of the video, or let's say in this particular case I want to add something, I would just go to the in-painting module and upload the image or video. So you can do image in painting, convert it into the frame into a video, or you can upload a video you created within the application and then convert it as well. Okay, you have two choices, up to you. And then there's special effects as well and stuff. We have tutorials on it. I don't want to go too in depth on it because it's going to take forever and you're going to get bored, right? So you have special tutorials on each one of these that you can go, and the tutorial section is right here. Okay, that's the tutorials, okay, on the application on the top. All right, that's the basic idea. Now there's text animations as well. So one great thing about having a layered structure, I know some people it's kind of complicated, is you could at any point add like a layer on top using this option right here. And then let's say I did that, like add a layer on top like so. And then when you do that, you see there's a layer that popped up. At any point you can add like a text animation on that layer. So that's the beauty, like this. You see that? You can add, and therefore this could be company logos, company animations and stuff. So that's actually real use case to it, right? Obviously. So pretty powerful. Now, you can also convert this into vertical 9:16 or even use our automatic captions tool to do so, okay? So our automatic captions tool, if you open it up, it's a full-fledged tool, okay? It looks like this. So I'll actually show you how this would appear, okay? So let me just go into one of the projects that I already created. You can create vertical videos as well with it, by the way, and you can do horizontal, whatever, it doesn't matter. So let me edit one of the projects. So when you upload a video which doesn't have any captions or anything, you can add captions with it. All it requires is it has voiceover, because obviously it has to transcribe it, right, to add subtitles. That's all it requires. And then when you click next, it's going to automatically ask you for the language, or if you want to translate it. So meaning you want the subs to be in another language or captions, and then you click next here. See, this is our resizing. So you can, if it's 16:9, you can resize it to this. You can do a lot of cool things with this technology. And for a limited time, we're going to be giving this tool, okay, for free if you get in. Okay. So for example, like if you go to this page, let me actually go in here. And you click on that, you go to that page, you just go into that link right now. That link right there, VideoExpress.ai/go, and you get it for just a very short period of time. We're going to be giving you this entire application with no upsells, downsells, and all that mumbo jumbo stuff to start creating. And you can even put your own videos here. It's like better than CapCut because it has other features. I know a lot of you folks use different applications to make your videos happen. To add captions to it. This is very expensive because every minute of video footage costs us money because we use Amazon, Google, and IBM and some stuff behind the scenes. Anyway, so if you go in, you choose size, you can add the captions like so, and you can change. Like you can do stroke, scale, glow. You can do word by word, which is where you're just going to do word by word, standard, animated. I kind of like animated because then animates the area here. Like you see this area, it gets animated as it's spoken. Then you can also tweak around and check it out. Which one you like here, scale, grow, which font you like and stuff like that. And then if you go next, this is one of my favorite parts because we thought through this, okay? If you click on inline video editor here, check this out, pretty cool. All right, here we go. If you go to inline video editor here, you see this, you can basically have a choice where you can add a progress bar. This is this, click on the progress bar, select which type of progress bar do you need. Let's say you want a little pickup truck to be there. Boom, the pickup truck will add the progress bar here. Now, here's where it gets even more cooler, okay? You can even add a timer, okay? So let's say you want to add a countdown timer, right? So these are all proven to get a lot of actual retention, right? People stick around longer when they see this stuff. So you can put countdown timer, you see this, you can adjust it where you want it to appear in the video. And then now what you could do is if you want, you can even put the countdown timer like this, here, whatever. But check this out. If I turn this off, right, you can see this right here. The progress bar will remain as well without losing any of that, if you will, the dimensions, right? They'll be there throughout, okay? So you have the option, and you can even resize it if you want and stuff like that. Okay, you see that I have the progress bar here. Now I click next, then it's gonna give you a preview of how it is. You can play it here, preview it, how that looks, and then you click save and it's done. So this will allow you to put captions to your videos, perfect sync. You can even edit the transcription if you want, not recommended because every time I've tested it, it's perfect. It transcribes it automatically. If you want to go in and edit something specifically, you can do it, but it's not recommended. I mean, I've got it done every single time I've tested it. works perfect. You click save and boom, you're done. The video will get done. Now, here's what we're doing, okay? This is gonna be done in about by next week for sure. So what we're gonna be doing is when you, right now how it works is like when you create, right? So actually, let me go in here. So when you create, like let's say if you create like a caption, like you click on automatic captions, right? You'll get automatically the login because these are two separate apps, right? You'll get the automatic login to upload the video you created. So let's say in my videos here, you want to download this video and you want to upload it, right? That's an extra step. So what we're going to be doing is every exported video that is in your My Videos tab here will automatically, when it comes up here, it'll also automatically load up in this application. So meaning when you go into the media library in this application, they'll both sync in line, meaning you don't have to download and upload manually. For now it is, but in about a few days, probably definitely by next week, or maybe like in a few days time, you'll definitely see this. So then now it's automatic. So it's as good as they're both like little brothers and sisters, right? They both applications will integrate perfectly. Because I know you might want to do that because captions are so important these days, right? So anyway, you got the point. So is that exciting or what? Let me know in the chat box because sometimes I don't see it, but pretty exciting, right? So direct integration. So you export a video, automatically the captions will give you the customization options and they'll sync hand in hand. So you don't have to use multiple tools, right? And the other thing is we wanted to give you a full-fledged tool here because maybe you want to bring in some videos that are not created with VideoExpress in here and add captions. So we want to give you that flexibility. So you're getting 2 apps for the price of 1, but I want to warn you, 100% we're going to remove this after the special launch early bird deal is done because we just wanted to give back in a big way to our customers. This is our only big, like, what is it? This is the only launch we've done in like 6 months. So it's been a while since I've seen you folks. So I wanted to give back, do my best instead of launching 2 different apps separately, merge them together to give you value, right? So you can do, so that'll be included and you'll get automatic login. So you don't have to email us or anything. When you go to that link, VideoExpress.ai/go, whether you get the 7-day free trial and then you get the 2 pay option, right? It's slightly expensive, or that one-time payment of $179, either or, one time, no upsells, no downsells, nothing, none of that mumbo jumbo stuff. Then basically you're gonna get automatic login. You're gonna get this and you're gonna get this, or both logins at the same time. And then another thing is if you created videos, like these 2 videos I just created this morning. Now, when the update happens in this, the with subtitle application, which is the captions application, it will retroactively sync. Okay, so meaning all my stuff in my videos tab will automatically sync to my account in the with subtitle when that update happens in the next few days. That's another cool bonus. So you don't have to sit and download them and arrange them in folders and all that stuff. Okay, so super powerful. All right, now one other thing, okay, is which is a really good question, is where is the roadmap? So we're going to be releasing the roadmap in the next about 2 to 3 days now. The reason why we're doing that is we are internally collecting your feedback as well right now. So before we even open up the roadmap, we will probably solve a lot of the stuff beforehand if it's like some small stuff here and there. And then for the roadmap, it's going to be more so what you folks want, as opposed to what small stuff here and there that's a distraction for you right now can be implemented right away. Okay. All right. Now another question is specifically that I know you might be wondering is basically I see the true potential of it, but why a timeline based editor like this, right? For some people it's really complicated. They get scared when they see it. Well, I wanted to tell you a couple of points here. Okay. See what happens, right? It gives you flexibility. First of all, like this, you can add layers and stuff. It's so easy. Don't get daunted by it. Another thing is if you accidentally deleted something, right? Let's say you deleted this, okay? Oops, the voiceover is gone, right? So if something like this happens, you can just click on this undo button and then you're good to go, which does not happen in other scenarios where if you make a mistake, because already you went to the next step and you made a mistake, right? So here you can just undo and you're good to go, right? Simple, straightforward. Another advantage you have is at any point in time, these projects can be saved and edited very easily. So if, for example, if I didn't like this part of the video, right? I can just, using the face swap, I generate another scene. I can just delete this and replace it for another scene. So that means you see this, I kept the whole thing the same. I just deleted that one thing, you see? And then I can put whatever I want here in this one area. I can do, so let's say, for example, I go to my thing and I have some in my, if you will see right here, right? So let's say, for example, I have this one right here. I want to put this video, right? So I can just put this in the timeline like so. That's the other advantage of a timeline thing. So you can always switch around things. You see this? It changed. So let's play this right now. Let's do that right now. There we go. So you see that it transitioned to something completely different and then we went back. So that's another advantage we have from a timeline perspective. So that way you can recreate this project multiple times, right? And you can do that. And you can even save the project as and save another name for it now, create another copy, right? You can even export it and import it later on by using that open project thing. You have also all sorts of cool things that you can do here, right? Basically, if you will, right? And another question is basically the other thing as well is, which is a good question, by the way. How do we connect them? So it's very simple. You just lock them into place. It's a good question, by the way. So let's say, for example, if I reduce the size of this, I know it's kind of small for you to see, but there's a gap now, right? So there's a gap here, right here. So you just lock them in, right? You can just drag and drop them in and lock them in so that the scenes come like this. See that? It's locked, right? Now it's not locked, right? So that's the basic idea. And then you can, simple, nothing really complicated. The advantage is it gives you flexibility. That's the basic idea, all right? Okay, so one thing I wanted to mention here, real quick. There's so many other features. I recommend you to go watch the tutorials step by step on it. But I want to talk about a couple of bonuses that we have for you folks as well, because it's going to be super fun. Is first of all, we're going to be doing like a launch special thing for a very limited time. Don't expect it to be for a long period of time because of the expensive servers we're using behind the scenes. But what I would say here, just give me a sec. All right. So what I would say is definitely you can go get it here at this link here. So VideoExpress.ai/go. We have a full pay option, which is no upsells, no downsells, lifetime access to this. All the updates are free. You saw with Artistly, we gave version 2.0 recently for free. And one major update is coming for Artistly in about 45 to 50 days or so, where it is going to be the best image generator in the world. Okay, it's gonna have the best quality text, best quality images in text, best quality logos, best quality everything. Okay, we are putting final touches to it. It's gonna take us 45 days to release it. That's gonna be for free as well for you folks who got Artistly, even if you got it. And you saw with other applications as well, similar to this one. So any updates we make, version 2.0, version 3.0 will be for free, and you got 30 days to test drive everything and see for yourself works. The other option is you can do a 7-day free trial. Try it out for 7 days, and then after that there's going to be 2 payments of $97, so $194 in total. Now this is slightly more expensive by $15, but it's another choice if you want to spread out the payments for a little bit of while. That's going to give you about 67 days to do it. By then you should be getting results with this, right? So that's the other option that you could do. Now one thing I want to mention here is that oftentimes when I show stuff like this, you have to juxtapose things like for like, because you have to be fair, right? In order to see what the value is, because oftentimes people don't understand until I show them this stuff, because something so brand new, you have to understand, because a lot of people don't get it until I show them this stuff. Okay, so this is probably the most fairest comparison to VideoExpress, this product called Runway ML. Probably the like for like, right? Runway ML probably has raised hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm putting my own money on the line here, right? But you know, that's why I was saying earlier in our other event, when people are live, we're not going to make much profit from the price we're giving you. All of it goes to development costs. We spend several hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Now $50,000 a month just on the AI servers alone, right? The way we're going to make our money is basically where we're going to recoup this initial founders deal. We're going to recoup our development costs. Thereafter, we're going to scale it with advertising and influencer marketing and stuff. And for those people, how we're going to make money is the with subtitle application, as an example, a captions application. We're going to charge people an extra payment on that. So we're going to charge them for that, and people will buy because captions are important. But for you, it's going to be free. So we're going to do things like that, where there's another thing we're going to be doing where we're increasing the length of the videos, scenes that you can create, which we are the only company in the world which can do that right now. Like, so even Runway ML cannot do it, by the way. So that, for example, people pay more because there's nowhere else to compare it with. So those are the things we're going to do. One other thing is the medium-sized businesses who have 100 employees, they want collaborative features, right? What they want is, okay, I want to log into the application where 100 employees are linking their single sign-on accounts and all that. Well, for you, maybe you, your spouse, maybe one virtual worker would do it. you don't need it, right? But they'll pay more money for that. So that's what we're going to be doing as we go along the line to generate revenue streams. But anyway, so this one right here, if you go to the pro account, $35 per month, 2,250 credits per month. So as you see here, in reality though, it's 450 seconds, right, for $35, okay? So if you do 450 seconds, okay, which is just about about 6 to 7 minutes, right? About 6 to 7 minutes, 7 minutes maybe for $35. So it comes to just over $3 per minute of video, okay? Now, as you can see, right? And the issue is there's a reason why they do this, okay? And even here, you see that they put something called relaxed rate, even at the $95 a month plan. What relaxed rate means is when you hit the render button, it might take you 5 hours, 10 hours, 3 hours for like a 3-second clip, right? 3-second scene clip, right? Which takes for us right now 40 seconds or to 60 seconds, depending on what it is. They will say 1 hour, 2 hours, because they're just going to put you in a big queue, right? That's even with 95 bucks, because these AI servers are expensive, you know? Recently, we were looking at one of them and they were like saying it's going to be 30,000 a month just to get one really good, powerful server from NVIDIA, right? Anyway, so what I'm saying is this is what you're dealing with right now. And this is the technology that is so nascent right now where we're going to catch up to them over time, right? We're doing that already with Artistly, with Midjourney and stuff. This is going to be the same case. And I know some people will say, well, I'm not sure about that. Well, we've been in this space for 15 years, right? And we're not going anywhere, right? At the end of the day. So I'm not going anywhere. For me, it's a challenge, right? And to prove that we can compete with the big dogs, right? And how we can compete is not only features, right? Features are great. How we're going to compete actually is by taking your feedback in and fine-tuning some of the features in the application to get you results. Like for example, let me give you a perfect example and let me know in the chat box, right? If you understand this aspect, okay? So let me actually show you this stuff. It's gonna be pretty cool, all right? And by the way, if you haven't already, go to that link right now. So let me actually share this right now real quick. So what I mean by that is here's an example where my team and I were doing some experiments, right? Check this out. So this is the video I showed you, right? It's in vertical format right here. This is the video. On mobile phone, it'll be perfect. Obviously, I'm showing you in desktop. But anyway, so what we did here is Yash from our team and stuff. What we did is we used a secret strategy, right? Where we are basically leveraging the algorithms of YouTube and some places like that. And look at this one. This was uploaded about like I think 24 hours ago or so. Already got 41,315 views, right? It's getting more here. You see this as I refresh it. This right here, we did something very unique. I'm going to teach you folks, those who get Video Express, show you exactly what we did here, okay? It's a little bit unique. Nobody's ever thought about this. We're going to show you this one, okay? Exactly what we did right here to get this for this video. The same video I showed you earlier, right? Same video right here. Why is it doing well? Well, I can't reveal too much because I don't want people who didn't get Video Express to kind of get that secret strategy, but I'm going to be revealing this as we go along. Now, an OpenAI will never be able to share a strategy like this with you because they're going for the mass market, enterprises, blah, 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 right? Same thing with, if you will, some of these other companies out there, because what's happening is they take all this venture capital money, they throw it at these big companies to see something will hit, right? They'll incentivize it, have like 1,000 salespeople and stuff like that. And then if it doesn't hit, they'll shut down and they'll bail, right? They don't care because you're renting the application with them. Understand that, right? If 6 months from now, you're like, okay, I can't pay this monthly fee. I want to cancel and go. Okay, too bad. You rented it. Everything will be deleted. Go ahead, right? So this is where we can compete, which is basically we figure out nifty strategies like this to get traffic for simple videos, right? Using some secret strategies nobody else knows, right? And we share it with you to give you a competitive edge. Now, will you get the same visitors? Probably not. Who knows? The point is, though, at least you know, okay, I can do this. I didn't think about it this way. I thought I had to put my face in front of the camera. I thought I had to do this, I had to do that. I thought I had to be a video editing expert, a video animation expert and stuff, right? So this is what we are planning on. This is what we are basically planning to strategize upon. Now, the reason why this is important is that it allows you to think a little bit creatively, right? Now, I know we're going on and on about this for it, but is that exciting? Let me know in the chat box. That should separate you from everybody else, right? Which is thinking a little bit in terms of, okay, I'm not just creating a cool clip to show off or for do it for a hobby or fun, oh, I can build an entire video, and that entire video actually could get me traffic, leads, and sales. If I pay attention to certain metrics, like say for example, like watch time, let's say for example, like hashtags, let's say for example, like trending terms, let's say for example, how we put it in such a way where we present it in such a way for specific devices and stuff like that, right? We'll teach you that, obviously. But that's what I'm trying to explain, right? That's what's going to set us apart, okay? And that's what people need to understand, is that where we may not have hundreds of millions of dollars in venture capital money to try all this other stuff, but where we can compete is using some nifty little strategies here and there so that you can use the application in order to put stuff out there, whether it's children's stories, whether it's, let's say, for example, educational content, whether it's e-commerce ads, let's say, for example, it is even social media, reels, shorts, and stuff like that. It allows you to at least think a little bit in terms of from the perspective of actually using it to derive some type of just basically move the needle for your business, right? To grow your brand, your business, whatever. And even if you're doing it for clients as an agency, it'll help you out a lot, right? Because okay, interesting. Now I see it. I can position this. Before I was doing this, I can try this out, right? It helps you out right there. So that's the basic idea that I wanted to mention here, okay? Now, so that's the reason why, if you haven't already, get it, VideoExpress.ai. If you have any questions, post it. Even after this live stream, my team and I will go check it out and answer them for you. Now, I want to just run through the bonuses here real quick, okay? So first of all, this is a support email. If you haven't already gotten it, get it, support@VideoExpress.ai. Now, the bonuses basically is that, first of all, you can use the PayPal credit option in the checkout page if you're in the US or UK, okay? In the United States, it's 6 months, no payments, no interest. That works with a $179 option, okay? The $179 option is what it works with, because there's a $99 minimum payment amount that is required, unfortunately. But if you're in the United States or United Kingdom, just check out with PayPal and checkout page, and you should be able to use the PayPal credit option for 6 full months, no payments, no interest. That's a long time. In the United Kingdom, it's I think 3 months. Okay, no payments, no interest. It only works for these two places, but you can use the free trial option and do the payment plan if you wish as well. You're not going anywhere, right? We're going to keep updating it. That's why I want you to try it out, see for yourself the true power of it, and then give us feedback to improve things, collaborate with us to make it better. Should be good to go, right? Now, also there's all these other payment options that we accept: Google Pay, Discover, Apple Pay, and stuff. But anyway, the first bonus, as I mentioned to you, I don't want to put like 100 bonuses and goodies and stuff and waste resources, because if you don't even open it, what's the point? So the first one is with subtitle application. You're going to create as many automatic captions as you wish with it. This is a flagship application of ours. This is a separate application. I actually use this application myself. That's how this application came to be, because I was getting frustrated paying animators and these other applications tons of money to create subtitles and captions the way I wanted it. So I just thought I'll just build it for myself and use it. And then I kept it as my private tool. And then I thought, we'll see in the future if we ever sell it. But I thought, why not I just give it to you? We could have made a lot of money selling it, but it's fine. You can take this as a bonus. This is only for the founding members who get it now, right? With the Video Express, as we are doing this special deal right there, you're going to get it. But after that, we're going to be charging extra for it for every single user, whether we do influencer marketing, advertising, whatever we end up doing, okay, with this one. Okay, just want to be clear so you understand, okay? That's why, I'm trying to explain to you, if you're going to do shorts, right, or reels, you need captions. But captions shouldn't just be I click the caption and then just some generic ones. You should have flexibility, right? To put in the bottom, center, change the font, add progress bars, countdown timers, and all that. This is the only application in the market, in the planet, which can do it, because it's so powerful, right? So again, if you miss out, you snooze, you miss out forever, right? It's one of those things where we're gonna give you this application. All I ask from you though, just to be fair, because of the costs involved here, you're gonna keep this application as long as you're an active member. So if you decide, okay, I'm gonna cancel the free trial, or okay, look, I'm gonna leave and get every single penny back, which is fair, no worries, no hard feelings, but then we cannot give you this, obviously, right? But as long as you're a member where you're paid up, you're good, you get the lifetime access, you can keep this application. No worries, no hard feelings, no add-ons, no upsells or anything like that, okay? It's gonna, because there's a lot of hard costs involved for this one behind the scenes. All right, now, The other one, bonus number 2, is increase the video scene length to up to 7 seconds. This is what I was saying. Nobody can do this right now. Either Runway ML, Pika Labs, and some of the other applications. We don't know. OpenAI didn't release their Sora thing. They're saying it's going to be released sometime, I don't know, next year or something. We'll see at that point. So right now, everything can generate 2 or 3 seconds clips, or scenes, we like to call it, with the prompt. We created a way where you can generate up to 7 seconds. No other application on the planet can do it. So what I mean by that, because somebody was asking recently when I was trying to show this, what do you mean by scenes, right? So what we mean by scenes basically is, if you go look at the timeline of the application, so let me show you here. What we mean by scenes is exactly that. So let me show you here. All right, so you see here. So what we mean by scenes is one of these. You see these scenes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, right here. So this is what we mean. So these are scenes. Generally right now with the text prompt, you can generate up to 3 seconds with all the applications in the market. We figured out a way to create up to 7. That will be releasing in the next few days. It's just that I want you to understand how this whole algorithm and how our system works before you have such true power. Because some people don't understand the true power until they really understand what's out there, right? So I see oftentimes people like, it's only 7 seconds. It should have been like 2 minutes. Like even companies with billions of dollars cannot create 2 minutes right now. Maybe in a couple of years, yes. And if they are, we'll catch up with them. Right now, 3 seconds is revolutionary. We're able to do 7, which is even beyond revolutionary, right? So that's going to be released in the next few days. We just want you to understand. I'm going to create special tutorials because it's just like magic, you know, for those who really understand it, like, whoa, that's possible, right? So I want you to really understand the true power of it, because when you create this, that stuff will be like, whoa, incredible, right? So that's going to allow you to do some really cool things beyond that as well. Now, the other thing that I wanted to mention is that is a special bonus for people. We're going to be doing it for people who get the full pay for right now, or people who end up paying the free trial and finish up, just because what happens, right? For us to create like that big length, it's going to cost us 3 times the server resources, because there's a lot of algorithms that go in behind the scenes. So it takes us a lot of server resources. Just want to be fair. So that's going to be up for you folks who get in first, and then for other folks who got the trial will be later. It's just the server resources are ridiculous for that one, because a lot of permutations, algorithms, calculations have to be done for that. Okay, so that's going to be coming up. And then voice to video feature, this one is already ready. We're just going to enable it to you in just about, again, I'm going to do some video tutorials. Understand how the text works first before you move to voice. So how it'll work is you speak, it's going to create the prompt, and then basically generate the video, right? Create the frame and then the video thereafter, okay? The other one is interactive training like this one, right? So basically what you can do with this one is basically create, basically I'm gonna have live training workshops like this one, where we're gonna create together, okay? We're gonna go into a campaign, create together. I'll show you what prompts I used, what systems I'm using, what captions I used, what caption style. Literally, I'll give you the whole thing, right? And then all you have to do is just copy and paste. And also another cool thing is this will also go in line with our launch of our public gallery, which means you can now share projects with each other. So meaning you created some videos that came out great, then you can actually see what other people are doing, right? And then it'll give you ideas and stuff. That's going to be rolling out in a couple of days, 2 to 3 days from now, because we want you to first get a hang of the videos, then you can create better quality rather than rushing it, right? I know you're excited, but rather than rushing, it's better. So this also goes in hand with our successful projects and prompts. And that's it. There are other bonuses which I don't want to mention right now because they're going to be coming. They're going to be surprises. But this is basically where I'm going to give you the prompts, the voiceover I used, this setting I used for the exact voiceover, speed. I'm going to show you, for example, the specific projects that I created for specific use cases. I'm going to show you how I got traffic to it, how I am actually increasing the watch time for a video so that it gets viral, right? What kind of hashtags. These are the kind of things we'll share in these. And the goal of this one will be, okay, you understand, okay, these are not just for fun. These are actually, you can use it for business use cases as well. Now, I want to mention this is all leading up to the bigger vision that I have, which is I have the entire project mapped out for the next 2 years, meaning where to go, where we are going and stuff. So basically what that means is that once you're positioned, as we keep adding new features into the mix, it's going to be even more powerful because you know now, okay, how does the AI work, right? Like, I'll give you an example. when ChatGPT came, right? I created a course literally the week it released, okay, on AI copywriting, right? So how can you use ChatGPT and stuff to create copywriting, copy, right? And a lot of people were like, "Well, ChatGPT hallucinates, so therefore it's not giving facts sometimes. So therefore, and also it has data that was, I think at that time, 2022 or something like that. It's not current. Therefore, I'm not going to use it. Thank you, bye bye, right?" But the thing was, those who understood it used the power of ChatGPT where its strengths were located, which was article writing, summarization, copywriting, giving you ideas for research, stuff like that, and speeding up your workflow. And those people who ended up using it were productive, like insane, right? 500% more productive than before, kind of thing. And they used it the right way, because there'll be two types of people in this world, right? Those people who'll complain back in the day when calculators were introduced or the computers were introduced, right? Saying typewriters are better than a computer, right? And then eventually they'll have to adapt. It's the same as the floppy disk to the CD-ROM to the USB drive to cloud, right? Well, some people were stuck at, I'm going to only use the floppy disk. Then the CD-ROM came. Then they're like, I'm going to only stick to the CD-ROM. Then the USB drive came. I'm going to only listen to the USB drive. Then cloud came, storage. Oh, I'm going to only use the cloud storage, and something else will come now, right? And so the point is, trends will keep changing, but the fundamentals in marketing, business, and stuff will change. That's what I'm going to be teaching you as well. And that's part of VideoExpress as well. Now, I just want you to understand, I could have easily, and I'm going to tell you right now, considering the only competition we have is it's charging $3 per minute of video. We're not even charging you any credits. We're not even charging you per video fees, right? We only have a fair use policy, which is basically like a daily limit just to check and prevent abusers, which we're going to tweak as we go along into the future based on, so the goal will be 99% of you, right, should be able to create with freedom without any stress videos with this application. The 1% or so who use bots to generate 1,000 videos, share an account to 10 other people, and then they want to create 5,000 videos or 600 videos in a day, that kind of thing, then obviously we don't want those people, because then what they will do, right, is they'll squeeze the queue and the resources from everybody else, right? And then slows everybody down. So what we're going to do, especially because we have the free trial and everything, we're going to monitor things and tweak it along the day. That's the only thing we have. And I'm going to check it over the next week, 2 weeks. We did the same thing for Artistly, by the way, Human Pal and stuff like that. And it worked out perfectly for a lot of you folks who have, right? So that's going to be the goal. It's not so much to basically, because we don't need to, if you will, put a credits-based system and stuff like that. The only thing that we do is to prevent abuse, right? That's the only thing. So really, after the next couple of weeks, once we have the usage data, we know 99% of users are doing this, right? This is how many they're generating and stuff. This is how we can keep them happy. We are going to accommodate, right? But we're going to monitor it over the next couple of weeks to get a better idea, because we have limited servers, right? As you can imagine, right? These servers are so expensive. Oh my goodness. So like 50 grand a month is nothing, right? They're talking millions now. Recently, Sam Altman from OpenAI is like, I need $7 trillion with a T just for servers, right? These AI servers. Just ridiculous, right? They're that expensive. Anyway, so you can go in. VideoExpress.ai/go. My goal is to help you get results with this long term. And this is going to be one of our flagship projects. We already know that. That's why we build the foundation so strong with the editing system, transitions, timeline, captions, and all that stuff. So basically, when we make our system better and better, it's going to just blow everything out of the water, if you will, right? That's the goal, okay? Now, the cool thing is what we're planning on doing for you folks with Artistly, I'm going to create a tutorial as well on how to integrate this thing with Artistly, okay? So the way we are going to be doing it is, remember how we can create the frame, right? I'm going to be doing a training on this actually. It's going to be coming up soon. Just waiting for like one setting in Artistly that I need to be up, which is going to be up soon. Once that is set up, you can do direct integration. So how it's going to work, you go into Artistly, you generate the images, right? You go into AI videos and you go to image to video. So this is where Artistly images that you have, you can just click on this and then you click on it and you click on and this you could get it. The thing is that our system has been trained on a specific setting within Artistly. So that's going to be done in about overnight, maybe by tomorrow. Then I'll finish the tutorial for you folks. So then you can just go, I'll show you, okay, go to Artistly, put this exact setting when you're generating the image. When that image is generated, okay, then you can import it as well. Okay, so that's the cool thing you're going to be working on. So that's why we put this for you folks who have Artistly, which we do appreciate you. And when Artistly becomes even better and better with time, right? As I told you, with the next big update coming up in about 60 days, then this one will be even more powerful, right? Right out of the gate, because it gives you more flexibility to play around with it. But anyway, that's the basic idea, all right? So again, if you haven't already, by the way, go to that link that I have for you here, and I'll answer any questions you have for a couple of minutes, because I want to just help out as many people as possible here. Now, if you don't want to get this, don't get it. It's okay. But just to understand, don't come back to us like in about a few days and say, look, give me that with subtitle, give me this, give me that, because I was in that webinar and all that. We cannot, okay? Because this will be gone. First of all, the free trial, definitely we're going to remove it. This one, we're looking at this to price this at about $297. We're going to achieve this two ways. We'll basically split the with subtitle application and make it into its own add-on. So people will have to pay extra for that. And the second way we're going to do this is basically where we're gonna do that, let's say for example the longer length, that 7-second thing which no other application can do right now in the planet, that'll be an extra add-on for other people to buy and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, you'll be proud that you got in. And if you saw even just a track record, right, and people kind of know it already, like one of the things with HumanPal, this was almost 2.5 years ago or so when we released HumanPal, one of the things people said was like, I want longer length videos. So we actually did like 5-minute video length, right, that you can release, and we gave it for free for all the people who got the founding account, right, license. And those who got in later, well, they'd have to pay for that, right? So that's the reason why I'm saying the way we want to do is reward people to take early bird action, improve the application, collaborate with you. You will have a piece of the contribution here, because at the end of the day, I am listening to your feedback, right? And I'm going to make the application better. So it's almost like if you had, let's say, Steve Jobs on call, where you're like, okay, Steve, okay, this is my phone. It's not working properly. Can you basically fix this issue? Well, that's the same thing here, right? And then that way, basically, we'll implement stuff to suit your needs effectively, which is going to be more beneficial. Because if you had to get your own developers, you get your own staff, and put that little feature in here and there, it's just too much time. First of all, it'll take you 2 years. Secondly, it's going to cost you maybe even $1 million, even if you know what you're doing. So here you get to see in our group like this, you can collaborate. You can get to do this also through let's say we have our Skype group, we have our Facebook group, we have a WhatsApp group, we even have like a phone where you can book a call with somebody in my team to assist you. So we do all this stuff so that we can hear feedback from you and always keep improving things as we go along, right? So that's the basic idea here as well. So for those who joined in late, okay, what is the link, please? All right, here we go. This is the link, VideoExpress.ai/go. That is the link. You just go there right now. Now, the other question is driving right now. Can I sign up for the free trial in an hour? So the free trial, we're going to be removing it without notice. It probably will be available maybe in an hour. I want you to understand, if you go to that page, it's removed. It just is removed. The reason why it's not in my control, I'll tell you why. Okay. So what's happening, right? Right now, we have a limited amount of servers allotted with these AI servers from Google. Amazon doesn't have them, unfortunately, funnily enough, right? Unless you're a big company. Anyway, with Google, we have like a limited amount of them available. We have to like pay a lot of money and, have to go through higher ups to get these AI servers. So those are limited. They only gave us a limited amount. I think they gave us like around 80 or so. And then I had to buy extra servers from basically from somewhere else, and that we have 200 right now. So what happens is, if these like 7-day free trial folks, we reach the limit that we have to make the snappy generation, right, of videos and stuff like that. Right now, everything is great. Okay. I can report, we just looked at the stats and stuff. But at the minute that number reaches high, obviously will benefit these people here who spent the full pay. Yeah, they saved $15, but they did put in there. So then we're going to remove this completely without notice, just being very clear on that. Now, the other thing as well is this one right here. As I said, we're going to be removing some of the bonuses from it as well very soon. Now, I know it's all marketing speak, but just being very upfront, I mean, that with subtitle application, we can't give it forever. In fact, I was very reluctant to even give it in live stream like this, because everybody might see it in Facebook group. So what we're planning on doing is probably delete this live stream after in a day or two. And that 7 seconds one, we got to do some testing. So what's going to happen is, so let me give you a real life example, right? So let's say this one we do, and we realize that, oh darn it, this thing is taking us huge amount of server resources, more than we expected. Whoever got in, I gave you my word, right? So obviously you're going to grandfather you in. Whatever it cost me, right? Doesn't matter. It's on me, right? But anybody else new, we're not going to give access to it, right? That's what I was saying. These are little things that we have to do to help the user experience to be the best possible. And that's the limitation we have. Even if I call Google right now and say, give me more servers, they're not giving it, because Elon Musk wants them apparently, Mark Zuckerberg wants them apparently, everybody wants them, right? It's just so much hype right now and all that. Everybody wants it. So right now, as just for your reference, because we're all live, I'm going to give you a secret. So what's happening right now is 85% of almost all the costs for the startups raising venture capital in the AI space, 80 to 85% is going to server costs right now. Okay, that means only about 15% goes to salaries and other stuff, right? And this is with raising somebody else's money. So right now, this is the cost we are dealing with as well. I mean, it's not like magically we get better resources or whatever. The only luck I have, which is why I can give it to you for cheaper price, is what happened was just before ChatGPT got released, right? Just before it got released back in November 2022, I got lucky, and I also had some foresight where I contacted folks over at Google and some of these other some other platforms out there, and I could basically allocate some of these servers for myself, because I kind of knew it, because I've been doing this AI stuff for so long now. I'm one of the pioneers of it. When other people are moving to blockchain, crypto, or they were moving to e-commerce, they were moving to I don't know, whatever, all right? What is it, NFTs and stuff? I always stuck to the AI space, AI video, if you look at it, AI audio, AI, all these other stuff, right? If you think about it from back in the day. Now, AI avatars was one, chatbots was one back in the day, if you, those of you know us. All right, so the point I'm making is, luckily I got some of them allocated for me for a pretty good deal, and I've been getting that deal even now because I had some little bit luck and foresight. So that's the reason why I can give it to you for cheap. If I were to get it the way it is today, wouldn't be able to sustain it, to be honest. That's why I'm saying nobody, I can guarantee you, this price right here, nobody will be able to offer it at all. And if they did do it, at the end of the day, you'll notice it. They might disappear after 6 months. They might disappear after 9 months, and or even worse, right? You will get it, and that product doesn't even work, right? Because at the end of the day, it's their actual costs, right? 70-80% of them is just on these AI servers from NVIDIA, which has a monopoly in the industry, right? Right now, nobody has AI servers, and only them, right? That's going to happen for another couple of years or so. So the point I'm making is, this right here, nobody can match, first of all. And secondly, you will be renting software from these recurring subscription platforms, meaning if you say, okay, I don't have any projects right now, I don't know what to do, you cancel, they'll delete your account, because you're renting the application. You don't own it, because you get to own it, right? And because of that, you get a piece of, if you will, pride, in a sense that you give suggestions and stuff. You can kind of, know that we're going to take care of you, right? So that's the other point. Okay, all right. Now, last couple of questions, let me answer, and then call it a day. This is your last chance. Go to VideoExpress.ai/go as well, okay? Now, so the question was like, how do I sign up? Can't see link. All right, so simple. Okay, let me go there right now. You go to VideoExpress.ai/go. You'll be going into a page that looks something like this. Cool. You're just gonna go click on this get access. Here, you'll have two options. You see split pay and then full pay, right? And here, when you go down here, so this is here, free for 7 days, and then after that is $97 over 2 months, right? So $97 after 7 days, and then another $97 30 days later, okay? So it's gonna be split for quite a bit. Now, the other one is $179 one-time payment, you get it right away. This one will have PayPal credit option, because you can pay for it, and then you have 6 months, no payments, no interest if you're in the United States or United Kingdom. This one right here, if you want to do the 7-day trial, you just click on it right here, and you go in, You put your details in and you go. So it's $0 today, as you can see, and then $97 starts at 7 days. Now again, you can cancel it anytime, you can leave, no hard feelings, take advantage of me, use it, generate videos and maybe even get some traffic, leads and sales from it, and still leave. It's okay. We've had people in the past where like they'd get something like this and they're like, okay, I'm getting panicking, I'm gonna get a bill, and then they'll cancel it and then they'll buy it again because there's nowhere, like there's no other alternative, because we actually price it so low for you founding members, for your early bird folks, that even I sometimes wonder, how we're making it happen. The only reason why we can make it happen, I'll be very honest with you, because we've spent $0 in marketing to acquire customers like yourself. So we are not spending a single penny in marketing, right? So that's why what happens is our margins are razor thin. Let's say it's about 5% to 10% as it is. And because we don't spend any money on advertising and stuff like that here, we can end up paying for our development costs, paying for our server costs and stuff like that. And then thereafter, as we scale up and grow, then because of word of mouth and stuff like that, we can keep growing our businesses. I've been doing this for 15 years, so we have like a formula intact there to keep you happy, if you will. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but hey, we eat the losses in the back end. It's all good, right? No big deal. I'm in the stage of my career right now. I've been doing this for 15 years. It's not about making a few bucks profit here and there. It's about giving you the best value, taking care of you, and more importantly, my thinking is, we got to go against these big corporations, right? It's about time, right? So like, for example, I was talking to a user just like yourself, right? Look at this one. This is a good question, right? This is a good point. I bought all of your products and they still work. Absolutely. So recently what happened, one of our customers, I was just talking to them and they were saying, look, I had an issue with my phone company, right? They were billing me and they were not giving me good service and stuff. And then they contacted that person saying, what's happening? And then they'll be like, I'll go to the management, I'll go to the upper management, go to the procurement management, and on and on and on. Took them 6 months to resolve that issue, which could have been dealt 5 minutes, right? If they went to the highest level directly. So here you're going to that person directly, right? So that means effectively you could get things resolved faster, things implemented faster. And also another point is you'll have a piece of your feedback and your things in the application. Say, for example, one of the things that was suggested, which is a good point, was in our Skype group recently, or one of our users said, well, you need to add some voices in there which are a little bit really good quality. Should be like 11 labs quality, because we're posting them in all these social media platforms. We want to be able to do that. So what I did is last week, this person didn't even use the application. They didn't even get in. Just last week we added a few voices. I'm going to give you that list actually the next training session, but I showed you some of them earlier on, right? Which sound really, really good. You can adjust the pitch, speed, and stuff like that. And we're going to be adding more of them as well as we go along. So little things like this may not be much, but it adds up in the end, right? Like another request that came in was, which was really a good point, was basically for which was a good point, was just when we were just live right now. They're like, okay, Paul, how do you integrate Artistly with this? I want to upload my Artistly images in here. Well, I told you, right? Will be done by tomorrow. It's not 6 months from now. Should be done by tomorrow. Okay, I'll create a tutorial for you folks so you can integrate Artistly with it. Another point could be, let's say, for example, how do you generate traffic with it, right? So I showed you some case studies, right? Like what can you do to generate traffic with it and stuff like that. So stuff like this sounds simple, but quite a bit of work is done, right? Behind the scenes. One of the other ones is generating that frame first, so that you're not wasting a minute to see how the video will look, the clip that you generate or that scene. Little things, right? But they add up quite a bit, okay, if you think about it. All right, so hope that is giving you some ideas. Okay, now another question is, which is basically, so can I pay one time? Yes, this is a one-time payment option. Okay, this is even $15 cheaper. And then this one right here is 2 payments, as you can see here. Okay, just want to be clear. So there's some clarity. Can I include links in the editor? So yeah, you can do call to actions. Not clickable links though, because you can export the video, right? But you can put call to actions, right? So how you do it, it's a good question, by the way. Let me show you right now. Pretty cool. So let's say, for example, you did something like this. You added it, you go to edit. So let's say, I'm just making up something, right? But let's say www.website.com. You can add links like this. You can do whatever you want like this and click save. There you go. You can add stuff like this. Yeah, no worries at all, no problems there. The other thing you could do also, which is really cool, is you can add filters where you can add titles in the different areas, like watermarks. So one of the questions was, can I add a watermark? So you could, like, let's say put the title here, and this could be like your watermark. So you go to edit and then go to here. You see this ref right here, text. This could be like your watermark. You see what I'm saying? So let's say this can be the basic watermark. Some people are saying for client videos, can I put a watermark? Yeah, you can do that now with this, and you can make it appear however you want. You can choose it like there. There you go. And it'll be there throughout the video like that. You see? So yeah, we thought through all this stuff, right? Obviously. But yeah, you can do stuff like this. And then when you export it, and then if a client pays you, all you do, right click, delete, and then export it without the watermark, right? Simple. Nothing really complicated. All right. So that's the basic idea, right? Now another question which is coming in here. Let's discuss this one right here, which is a really good question, right? And let me see here. Can we add human pal videos to the app? At this moment, no. The reason why is, as I mentioned before, human pal is its own AI spokesperson video. We don't want to jumble both of them together. But if you have suggestions, include them in roadmap, how you want that integration. We'll be happy to look at it for you, because I'm just curious how you want it integrated. Let me know. We'll have a roadmap ready in about a couple of days. So let me know at that point, okay? But definitely artistry integration is going to be there, okay? Because makes sense. It's a direct integration, okay? Another question is, can we use the videos created as backgrounds in human pal videos? Very good point. Can be done, yeah. So in human pal, we have the green screen option, right? You can basically use that green screen option and put this video as the background video. Yeah, not an issue. Should not be a problem at all. Now, the other point that came in, and I'm going to do that point, is a really good question, is basically when I'm building this stuff for clients, the question was basically along the lines of like, can I build it for clients? I think that was the question. Yeah, you can use this for client projects and stuff. One thing though that I want to mention here is the value that you get for building client videos is about the results that video can get, not so much how cool the video looks or how long the video is, okay? This is something I want to mention here. Sometimes I try to explain it. Some people don't understand it, and then they go to Fiverr.com and sell for $5 like a 1-hour video, and they waste 2 weeks on it. What's the point, right? Doing revisions and stuff. The point is, people pay money for something that can get results for them, something that will save them time, save them effort and stuff like that. And what's the name of the game these days with social media platforms and stuff like that is how engaging the video is throughout, right? And that's what we're going to be teaching you as well in our training series and stuff, which is one of the bonuses, right? And I'll do as many training as needed. So if that requires 5, 7, 8, whatever. But the key thing is it'll be completely focused on the application, right? It's not going to deviate too much on some other stuff, but it's going to be focused on that. So it's going to be interactive. You're going to learn. I'm going to show you what audio track I'm using, right? This one right here. I'm going to show you right to the bottom, like this one right here, this background music. Why did I put the background music volume so low, right? It's important, right? Some basic stuff like that might not be too much, but you know, you learn a lot, right? And I'll show you all the other aspects of the application and the projects and stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun, right? So, okay, basically, hope that helped you out. So go to this link right now. I'll leave the link up here real quick. Again, the 7-day free trial, no risk on your part. Try it out, see for yourself if it's worth it. It will be the best application you build, because we didn't even release anything for the last 6 months plus. And more importantly, you saw we've already updated the human pal application, artist application, some stuff you bought a long time ago. And artist is going to get a 3.0 update. Human pal will get a major update soon as well. So the point I'm making is this application today is 10% of what it's going to be in the future. Okay. And that is going to be the most exciting thing out there. Now, one last point I'm going to make, since you're all in the Facebook group, make sure you post your creations with the application, right? you'll only get better with it in time, into our Facebook group, because I'll be announcing almost every day a brand new winner in our group. Okay, just one last thing I'm gonna make. So you see this right here, this hat, we won this hat, we won this t-shirt, giving away all this kind of stuff right here, giving away a lot of cool things. But what I'm going to be doing as well is like, I'm going to be announcing, winners almost every day. Is that cool? So it's going to be a lot of fun that way as well. So I'm going to be announcing winners almost every day. Okay. So you could be one of the winners just for posting, right? And that, like, for example, this was one of our winners here. Quincy announced, because he contributes a lot to the community. Awesome guy. So let's say Quincy, he won $100 here. A lot of you posted here saying, how do I win? Well, see, he contributes right here. My first experiment, and he posts some stuff here and on and on. So he deserves that win. All you have to do is post the videos you create with Video Express, and you too could be a $100 winner. So I'm going to be announcing a lot. Like just today, I've given away thousands of dollars, right? I think almost, let me think here. Yeah, several thousands of dollars today in prizes alone in our other events and stuff. So I plan to give away a lot more money. The point is not the money, right? It's about like where you are, how are you growing your brand, your business and stuff like that using these tools, which were not even possible. They were impossible just a few months ago, right? And that means if they were not possible a few months ago, imagine what will happen a few months from now, right? Just mind-boggling, right? So there's last quote I'm gonna give you, right? It happens slowly and then it happens suddenly. That's how AI works, right? Revolutionary things, it happens slowly. Like you're like, oh, okay, it's making some progress. Okay, fine. And then suddenly it's gonna go crazy. A movement will come, like that ChatGPT movement, where if you don't pay attention to it, you're going to be left behind forever and miss out. And other people who you'll be stuck like a typewriter, a typist, as opposed to a computer person, right? A person who's using computers. Same concept, right? So you got to decide, are you going to use these tools to future-proof yourself and also be able to get a competitive edge over everybody else? Or are you going to be the type of person who's just going to get left behind, right? Whether you get this or not, that's a fact, right? And the only way I believe you can actually be able to take advantage of something like this, if you understand that it's not just about how cool the tool is, like some of these YouTubers do, oh, this is cool tool, this is the cool thing, this is the cool thing. Dude, or dudette, how are you going to generate results with it, right? You're jumping into 15 tools in the last 1 week. How am I going to get anything out of it? Well, this is the difference between them and us here. We're talking about practical use cases, how they will apply, how they will be useful for different use cases, whether it's for traffic, leads, sales, building a brand, selling products like e-commerce, creating traffic generating videos, viral videos, all faceless videos, all this stuff, right? That's the difference. Practical versus just fun, which will only last for like a week and you forget and you move on, right? So hope that helps. Look forward to seeing you in other live training sessions and streams. And make sure you go there right now. As I mentioned before, if that free trial is going to be removed, it's going to be removed. And if it does remove this one right here, we're going to remove that with subtitle bonus most likely. And this price also we're going to increase for sure. Just probably not going to be sustainable. We'll have a look at the stats and do so. But if you can get in and lock that in, just like with any of our other projects you've been in part of, you're going to be grandfathered in. All the updates will be free. So meaning version 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, whatever. You're not going to be squeezed for every dime like some people do. You're a loyal customer. We didn't spend any money on advertising from you. That means effectively we're going to treat you like family, right? And therefore you can take advantage of it and give it a shot. Hey, you got 30 days to test drive it. For any reason, no reason at all, you decide to leave, no hard feelings. But I truly believe the amount of effort we put in on this technology, the amount of work we put in, the amount of creativity that went inside it, right? It's easily the best product we built in a long time, right? And that is not only because of how complex it was, but also how future-proof it is. Right? We have so many ideas right now to make it better and better with time. And the foundation is so solid that it makes our life so much easier. We don't have to, redo everything like a few months from now because we had a very shoddy foundation. You've seen some apps with that, right? Like after a year, they're like, oh, we got to restructure our entire thing because it was not built for the future and stuff. You don't have to worry with this right here, okay? So that's it. Get in. There's a link there. There's also a link on the screen. Look forward to seeing you in other live training sessions, workshops, and stuff like that. And if you have any comments, keep posting them. I'm picking one winner and I'll announce them in the group from the comment section as well. And I'll have myself and my team will be answering your comments even after the live stream. Okay, so talk to you soon.